Hello friends, welcome to the channel. In this video, we'll be solving a sitting arrangement puzzle which is often asked in the reasoning section of the competitive exam. In the present case, we have 3 questions linked to our puzzle. So, the best advantage of solving such puzzles problem is that once we have solved the puzzle, we are able to solve all the questions linked to the puzzle in no time. So, you can pause this video and start solving this puzzle. Let's see the solution. The best way to solve such puzzle problems is that we move our cursor along the lines as we read. This is important so that we don't miss any of the important hint which is required to solve this puzzle. So it says that a certain number of persons are sitting in a row facing north. The first hint is very important because it says that there are certain persons which are sitting in a row facing north, but it doesn't tell the number of persons, but it does tell that all of them are facing north. 3 persons sit between A and B. So we can see that it gives rise to 2 scenarios. One in which A sits to the left of B, and second in which A sits to the right of B. C sits second to the right of B. So we'll place C accordingly in both our cases. D sits fifth to the left of C. This means that there are 4 persons between D and C such that D is to the left of C. So we'll place D accordingly. 2 persons sit between D and E. So the only way which we can place E in both our cases is that we place E to the left of D. The number of persons that sit between D and C is one more than the persons sit between D and F. Since there are 4 persons that are sitting between D and C, that means there will be 3 persons that will sit between D and F. But we don't know the direction in which F will sit with respect to the D. No one sits to the left of F. Now we know that F is at the leftmost end. So the only place where we can place F is to the left of D, such that there are 3 persons between F and D. So we can place F in the first case here and in the second case here. The position of A with respect to F is same as the position of C with respect to G. That means in the first case, if A is sitting third to the right of F, then C must also sit third to the right of G. So we will place G here. Similarly, there are 10 persons between A and F in the second case, such that A is to the right of F. Therefore, there must be 10 persons between G and C, such that C should be right of G. So the only place we can place G here is here. But we already know that F is at the leftmost end of the row. So this eliminates our second case and we are only left with one case. Further, it says that as many persons sit to the left of F as to the right of C. Since no person sit to the left of F, therefore no person should sit to the right of C. So C is at the rightmost end of the row. Now let's solve the questions. How many persons sit between E and G? Clearly there are 4 persons that sit between E and G. So D is the right answer. Second question says, who among the following sits third to the left of G? So we can see in our answer that A sits third to the left of G. Therefore C is the correct answer. Next it says how many persons sit in the row. So we can count that there are 10 persons that are sitting in the row. Therefore accordingly here E is the right answer. Now in the present case, the last line of the present puzzle becomes very important, because if we were not given this line, then we won't be able to determine the number of persons that are sitting in the row, because we won't know whether C is at the rightmost end or not. It is because of this last line we are able to know that C is at the rightmost end and there are 10 persons that are sitting in the row. If we were not given this hint, then the right answer to the third question would be C, which is cannot be determined. Thank you guys. I hope you like this video. We'll meet in the next video. Thank you.